Teferi can wait. Easy win. That's what I'm talking about. So fast. The deck is so fast. It does not take hours. That's a stigma. That's your imagination. It's not true. Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and today in the arena, well, we're going to play blue-white control in standard event and just see how much we can torture it. And there are some crucial adjustments to the deck since the first list that I posted that really thump the current meta. We'll get to that in a second. But yeah, CGB5, coolstuffinc.com, do that. Please. Blue-white control in the meta. It's mostly the same deck that I played on day 2 of the format, day 1 of the format if you watched my Twitch stream, but a few adjustments. For one thing, we're playing a standard event, and part of me is curious how long it can take this deck to get 7 wins, if we get to 7 wins. So I do have some planeswalkers in the deck to actually maybe close the game, or just get the opponent to scoop. Mordenkainen, Teferi who slows the sunset, one of each. Teferi was in the first build. But the biggest adjustment to the deck is for 3 copies of Devastating Mastery. The meta has, for the most part, become mono green, play a whole bunch of stuff. Mono white, play a whole bunch of stuff. Storm the Festival, play a whole bunch of stuff. Esika's Chariot, Wrenn and 7. They don't always have Storm the Festival, but they usually have, like, there are a billion different kinds of decks out there with Esika's Chariot and Wrenn and 7. And the answer to a planeswalker, an artifact, and creatures all at the same time, and an enchantment if they have the Ranger class, is Devastating Mastery. Just blow all of it up. And we've removed the Borrowed Time, which was an enchantment from the deck. That was here, kind of an Oblivion Ring effect to answer planeswalkers and things like that. Better off just destroying it all. Devastating Mastery, however, does have a 4 white mana cost, which is a lot. So we have to run a heavy white skewed mana base. You see that we have 7 planes. We've got 2 Hall of the Storm Giants and 3 islands. The dual lands are important, 4 Deserted Beach and 4 Hengegate Pathways, but I also added 2 Glacial Floodplains. I took out, well, I experimented with a lot of things in this spot, where the more creature lands, Amiria's Call, which could close a game, but ended up going with Glacial Floodplain. I do not want to go down on Field of Ruin, and I do not want another colorless land like a Crawling Barrens. So these will have to do for the mana base. And then the Faithful Mendings, I've trimmed down to 2 copies. I've gone up to 1 more Test of Talents for Memory Deluge, Alrund's Epiphany, though, like, usually landing a Test of Talents on those is really good. I've gone up to 4 Divide by Zeros, as the sideboard access is really good as well. 2 Teachings of the Archaics over there, because we actually can keep a small hand most of the game until we start deluging. 1 Mascot Exhibition can also win the game. I also have an Academic Probation. You can name the card that you bounced with the Divide by Zero, like say a Storm the Festival, and then they have to spend another turn not playing it, a turn during which you might be able to Memory Deluge. And then I also added a Reduce to Memory, which is really good with Doomscar and Devastating Mastery for exiling something that needs to be exiled, like a Toski, and then blowing up what's left over. So we're going to continue to play standard events. I've been enjoying it. It's definitely a different meta. I had forgotten how different it is, and I'm not gonna lie, I like the little gold boost that we get. And as long as I'm in top 100 as the season comes to an end, it's just a lot less stressful to play the standard events and farm some gold. Because remember, your rewards in Mythic don't actually change no matter how high you get. It's just, I believe, like 5 packs is what you get for getting to Mythic. So as far as a payoff, you're better off doing standard events if you can consistently hit 4 wins or higher. And if you've hit Mythic before, you should. Let's dive in. Let the nonsense begin. First victim lining up. A big side narrative for me as a control player who's always often accused of wasting everybody's time. It's a big side narrative for me to see just how long does it take? How long does it take? So I'm going to be trying to kind of turbo speed along the way and hopefully not making too many mistakes. Ice Tunnel from the opponent. Zombies? Control? Probably control. So Sunset Revelry is not a good card to have, but if we can get lower cards in hand than our opponent, we can cycle it. Sultai? Ramp? Okay, that's good. We should be able to be pretty competitive with Ramp. It's like it kills the music when I do this. Hear that? Since when did zooming cards kill the music? Small indie development company, Wizards of the Coast. Don't bog them down with details. They're thinking big picture stuff. They're going to Mars. This is fine. This is fine. We let them ramp up. We counter what matters. Countering or bouncing the field trip isn't really going to do anything for us. I'm just not going to let them resolve anything cool. They want teachings, so they want less cards in hand than us. Divide by 0 on teachings can be a bit of a letdown for them. Also, with a mastery, I'm not really worried if they resolve a Ren. The problem is if they resolve Alrund's Epiphanies. Good draw. They'll probably make them sad. They go right for it. Okay, I think they really believe this is going to resolve, so they probably have a test of talents here. So we don't want to get Devious Cover-Up talented. Let's go for the divide. It will suck if they talent it. Okay, they did not talent it. Interesting. What do we get? That's kind of a tough call. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to be at 7, then 8. So teachings isn't really good. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to cycle this Revelry. Instead of going up a card, we're going to stay card neutral. It's going to make their teachings harder to resolve. All right. Deluge. I'll say what I want. Let's go to 5 mana. We might use Divide by 0, Test by Talents here. Why isn't this foiled? I'm going to send a complaint. They go for it again. This time, it seems like they have the Saw It Coming ready, but let's hit it with the Divide. It's time to remove the Saw It Comings from their library and get a look at what they're up to. Divide by 0, Teachings, Binding, Meat Hook Massacre. All right, their hand still has a Divide, which is kind of a pain. 3 Saw It Comings. They run Storm the Festival, Ren, Skeletal Swarming, Imrith. You think you're gonna Skeletal Swarm moi? There's 1 Test of Talents hiding in there. 2 Tests of Talents, okay. We gotta keep an eye out for that. That is a serious problem when you run Devious Cover-Up. So we want to resolve this Devious Cover-Up as soon as we can before they draw it. So they're on 5 now, we're on 4. We draw, this is 5, this is 6, play land. I think we can do this. But then we can't Devious Cover-Up. And I want to Devious Cover-Up. Let's see, not right now though, because they'll just divide it by 0, right? I guess that's kind of frustrating. So we need to get our Devious Cover-Up divided by 0, and then we need a Devastating Mastery because this will resolve and make a token. And then we have to try to Teachings later. I guess if we get hit by Divide by 0, that should be doable. So there's no reason to have 2 extra mana. Let's get the tapped land out of the way. Pass the turn. Here's Ren. This is just going to get bounced anyway. I'm wondering if they divide the Ren or divide the Cover-Up. And they divide the Ren, so that's going to fizzle the Cover-Up, which is okay. We'll resolve the next one. But it does mean they don't resolve Ren this turn. They do go up on cards, so we get to play Teachings. Yeah, we'll take that action. I guess this happens anyway, which kind of surprised me. But that's good. We'll take a higher density of awesomeness. Yay, cards. Now, finally, the great Renin 7 resolves. I bet they're so proud. They can also get it back with the Confront the Past, so the beat goes on. All right, they go for teachings. If we discard 2 cards, draw 2 cards, then we're at 4, so they would still get to draw. So this resolves. Before it does, though, they might draw a Test of Talents. Let's do the Deluge. Not good, not good. I guess we take this and this. The Revelries are the opposite of what we really want to see. Frickin' 10-10, huh? Let's get up to 4 mana.
Even in defeat, we grow.
Good old Confront the Past. We'll use Amending and try to find another solution. If we have to, we'll Fateful Absence the token.
I will, the will of the woods is made manifest.
And a Creeper. Okay, we might find a way to wrap that. We'll see. You gonna Massacre? No. All right, another Mastery. Yay. So what do we discard? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2. We'll want the 3rd for the Divide, so we need an untapped land. Let's keep the Field of Ruin. Let's drop these 2. Kind of like having a sneaky Field of Ruin for when the opponent finally like plays a creature land. But I also need lands to discard to Mending, so let's get it out of the hand. Boom.
Fire must not escape.
Gross. Gross that they have this too. Let's try to hit it on the flashback with the Divide. If you hit a flashback one, it's gone forever. So let's hope they just go for it here since they have 7 mana and the first one resolved. Nope, they go for another field trip. Okay. So we have to guess that they might have a Test of Talents now, as they got to dig 4 deep. There are only 2 in the deck, but okay, they grab Fumes. Yeah, they really hate our Planeswalkers, don't they? We could just power up the Hall, try to serve them some beating. Did they have solutions to Hall? I don't think so. I think they had a lot of sorcery speed stuff. No stick. So the Mending, they do not have Test of Talents yet. Yeah, the mana, not enough mana for the Hall, so we'll just pass. Not enough mana to do the Hall and also divide by 0 or do something else interesting. But they probably kept a Planeswalker or something something good, right? Probably. Well, no question this match is going to add to my runtime. I don't remember facing any like Sultai, Storm the Festival, mid-rangey stuff last time I did the event, and in the first round too. So they want to land you. Let's make them try again. I think it's a perfectly good divide by 0. We can go get teachings, gas up. They're gonna try it again. Trying it again, huh? What do we get with this the second time? Just something to discard to Mending, right? So we'll just go get something we're not gonna use, like Sciences, that we don't really need. Just discard it to Mending. Good, good, good. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we need to get down to 2, which I can do by playing Teferi, who's probably going to get removed. Teferi, who dies in a fire. We can also foretell this. Okay. And there's our 3-card reload. Feels good. Still tilted that my Henge pathways aren't shiny. They're supposed to be shiny. I paid for that. Why they no shine? Ren. I think we just fight a counter war. We could lose our Saw It Comings from the library if they drew Test of Talents. Risky. Gotta try. I think. Resolves. Cool. I'm also considering, and I'm thinking about it, we could let Ren hit the battlefield, right? And then let Ren mill, because they might mill some counter spells. That would be something. So Imrith we have to try to hit with Fateful Absence. Maybe I should have discarded Teferi. That doesn't seem too bad. I think I'll try this on upkeep. If they have Test of Talents, let's get it out of their hand. Ooh, they go for the big one. All right, in response, let's see if we can hit something to deal with that. Saw it coming. Mastery. Counter this deluge. They actually, if they attack and I Fateful Absence their Imrith and they counter that, I'm going to be really happy, right? So let's let them try to get in a punch with the Imrith. We're at 28. Giving up a card wouldn't be the end of the world. Also, if they hit Test of Talents here, they might try to cast it on this Memory Deluge, and we'll need to defend it with Saw It Coming. Is this our first Saw It Coming of the game, though? No, we did play one sooner. Well, resolves. Cool. I'll have another test and another absence, I suppose. They have a full grip. And they've already tapped a lot of land. At this point, they're discarding the hand size. So we might just take the hit, let them discard the hand size, and then do the Fateful Absence fight later. Make them stop it. Make them do this. They're not going to punish me too hard. Like, they don't even have more green for Ren here. If they go green source Ren, and we have Devastating Mastery. Wow. Main phase draw? Why? You have too many cards. Now you have to discard. I guess there's probably a lot of removal here that you know is going to suck in the matchup. So they probably don't mind discarding. Just gonna play you. Go find something cool. I expect Teferi to die very quickly. All right, must play faster. Or my comments at the beginning about trying to do this quickly are going to be a truly disgusting meme. Fine. That's fine. If you want to exile that creeper to exile Teferi, I'm okay with this. Teferi wasn't going to win me this game. Mordenkainen might, but Teferi won't.
Hardly my worst defeat.
Chariot. 3 mana up. We'll definitely resolve this then, so let's get it done. Get back so many counters and interactive spells. Let's go. Opponent looks at the cards like, oh, I don't like that. I hate it. How am I supposed to win if I can't resolve spells? Disgusting. All right, should I have gotten something else? No, I like that choice. Could have picked a mastery, but we have one here. I can't remember when I tested Talented. I think they have Hall the Storm Giants in their deck, so I'll save the fields. It's becoming tempting to thin out. Anyway, there I go, playing faster and not playing faster. Get him out. Get him out. Okay, they have a Test of Talents and a Storm the Festival in hand. That is dangerous. They have no more Memory Deluges. Do they have creature lands? They have a layer of the Hydra. Just one. Their hand is getting dangerous. All right, I wish I could have the Test of Talents back for the Storm, but they also don't have that many cards left. Here's Storm. Do we let Storm happen? I think we let... Or no, that's Chariot. Do we let Chariot happen? Yeah, let's let Chariot happen. We'll have to devastate it at some point. Maybe they go for Storm here. Yep, let them have it all. You can have all the permanents on the battlefield. You got Swarming. They've got Test of Talents to protect it, but we're going to counter the Test of Talents. Let's start thinning the deck with the fields. We just need to keep one field for one layer of the Hydra, and we're fine. They do have to... What if they flash back the Storm? I think we can wait a turn, right? And let them flash back the Storm and try to Memory Deluge to set up even more. We're at 28. We are at 28. Maybe we can get them to Test of Talents, the Fateful Absence on the Chariot, too. Just let them have it. Let them lean into it. Get it all. Another Imrith. There's the layer. Oh, so many effects. Coward. I guess they're playing around the hall. I'll take one. Okay, blow this up. They're gonna turn it into a creature. Oh, that's for the skeletal swarming trigger. That's cute. That's adorables. They'll get 2 skellies now. If the opponent hits this, okay, they're donezo. They're gonna lose that counterfight. We have perfect information of their hand. All right, Morty, coming with me. Saw it coming, why not? I'm ready. Oh, that's just drew another Test of Talents. Disgusting. Absolutely gross. But all your things. And you see why we had to remake the video. You see why we had to play blue-white again. Partially because I love it. Partially because Devastating Mastery is a game changer for this matchup. Absolute game changer in this meta. Dominance established. Sergeant Pepper. Do we still have Beatles fans? Are there any still alive? Okay, boomer. They're probably playing like Delver Secrets or some other boomer nonsense. Or Mono White, because you know the White Album. That would be a Beatles reference. Layer of the Hydra. I'm disappointed. Not sure what I would mend here. I kind of like everything. So I'm just going to foretell Saw It Coming. I think that's the best use of the mana. Okay, good opening with 2 creature lands. Prosperous Innkeeper looks like ramp. How's the ramp matchup? Can be tough. Depends what they do, right? We're gonna have to drag our way through this one. We'll need Field of Ruin too. Field of Ruin will have to play a role. How about Fateful Absence? Is that good in this matchup? I don't know. I'm just holding Mending, I think, until I can decide what I do and don't want to discard. I think I want to Deluge first and try to have max options. We're going to let our opponent have all the critters. They must also have a land, or you'd play this as a land. Let's go ahead and... They have 5. Let's wait. There will be something more expensive that I can cast Divide by 0 on. Let's stay patient. Doing nothing is fine. We don't have to take action. If they do nothing here, we just Deluge and feel great about ourselves. Until they play Test of Talents out of nowhere. Alrund's Epiphany, most likely. Innkeeper, sure. This is another matchup where Devastating Mastery is epic. Divide by 0 and the dual land. Just chill. We're just chilling. Everything's good. Everything's good. Eventually they'll try to play something expensive. We'll make it go away. We do need to find Field of Ruin. This is almost online. All right, they go for that. Send it away. Get Teachings. It's not there. I guess in Sciences. Maybe it is time to mend here. Not using these Fateful Absences. Don't really want to pay for the Sciences. This Revelry won't draw a card, right? I guess we could foretell this and play it to draw a card, but I don't think that's great. Let's let it go. We didn't draw another land, so let's let Absence go. Okay. We need another white. They've got something they can play here. Some instant. Oh no, they can just power up Lair. That's what it is. They're sitting on Lair. We still haven't found Field of Ruin. But if they power up the Hall and attack with it, we'll get another turn to cast Deluge. Chariot. 4 mana available if they want to replay it, but it will cost them their treasures. We have no sweeper yet. We do have Fateful Absence, which can hit the Chariot itself. Let's try. We don't want to get stuck on land here. That does resolve. Let's see if they play it again. We need to find Devastating Mastery, Doomscar, Field of Ruin. They're in there. But they're not there yet. Tough game. Bit unlucky, I would say. To not draw the most relevant cards, but not over yet. We can't let them have the Epiphany. So if they power up the Chariot, we're going to hit it with a Fateful Absence. If they go for the Epiphany, we're going to Test of Talent them right out of their library. And then we have to deal with the 7 power of critters. They don't have any other cards foretold either. They have Storm the Festival and Wrenn in hand. Busted. Absolutely busted. Croaky's built this version with Grafted Identity. But at least now we know the list. There's no counter spells of any kind. There is a 2 Memory Deluge? 1 Memory Deluge? 2. Okay. And then everything else is 4s. Alright, still a lot of power and toughness that we have to kill. We have to find the answer quickly. Kind of unfortunate to have the tap land there, but I guess we have to counter something anyway. We could also just go 7 deep for mastery and just hope we hit it. 6. Let's deluge first. If we hit mastery, we can let this resolve. Nope. Okay. You saw it coming on the front side, use divide by 0 on the back. We're at 11. Our opponent can power up the Hall of Storm Giants because guess what? We still have not drawn a Field of Ruin. But will they do that? Will they go for that play? Just try to swing for lethal. No, they will not. We need Field of Ruin and Devastating Mastery, and we need it now. All right, let's deluge big time first. No Devastating Mastery, no Field of Ruin. Are you kidding me right now? All right, we have to keep digging, so we'll grab Mending. The Doomscar I think isn't good enough. The Revelry might keep us alive. This is unbelievable. Yeah, Revelry after Doomscar could also block a Hall of the Storm Giants.
Do not underestimate every seed contains.
I mean, guys, I think we're actually going to lose this, but I don't think we ever should have. I think, oh my god. All right. How about both of the cards I need right here? Nope. Oh my god. Unreal. Just unreal. So Doomscar here doesn't really help much, right? The Revelry's better. It's got to be Mastery. Like, we can't just blow up the board. It won't be good enough. All right, the opponent has 3 cards in hand. I can't get under that to draw a card with this. But that takes us up to 10 and makes some blockers, which is a big deal. They might have Grafted Identity. They have 4 of them. They'd have to sacrifice a creature to play it, though, and we could bounce it at the right time and get our creature back. So, all right, staying alive. Just go straight to combat. They are relentless that way. Gotta think we're gonna blow up this board soon, right?
We will have
It's a lot of land.
safe ground.
Another chariot. At this point, we just gotta let it be. We just gotta hit. They're not gonna counter me, so we get to flashback this memory deluge. We go another 7 deep. We've seen God knows how many cards. Oh my lord. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? Oh! Yes! It's here! It's here! Don't know what they added the mana for, but I'll hit next and clear the mana pool. Okay. Play the field. You gotta get there eventually, man. You gotta get to it eventually. They go for Storm. This is from hand. So we don't want to divide it. Let's cover it up. Cards we want back. The Mastery for sure. And then the counters. Oh, I thought that game was gonna end in a tragically. Whew. 3-0. Easy. Taking basically no time. So fast. Fastest player alive. Let's go. I love hands with Divide by Zero and Memories, and it just feels like it's all gonna come together, like we can stall as much as we need to. Paladin class. Crap. I might be bouncing that. Yeah, I'll just bounce their creatures. You gotta play in a manner to try to get your devastating mastery mana online pretty quickly. Actually, this is a tough decision already, isn't it? We could reduce to memory the Paladin class, but I mean, they kind of love that. Yeah, we just get to mastery. Just get to mastery. I think here they have 6 cards in hand. We would have 6. They'll probably go down significantly too low for teachings. We could discard a card here and draw, but I don't love that. Let's just grab the exhibition. No, sciences. A little bit of life, making sure we have a land. That's all good. Green and white Paladin class. Luminarch Aspirant. Okay. The Revelries can be good. We have to empty our hand a bit. Might be hard. Again. Again. Just again, again, again. So here they get in their attack, so Revelry will make creatures and gain life. Might not draw a card, though. Probably not. Wow. All right, Doomscar, where are you at, yo? Doomscar and Mastery have to be rock stars in this one. Saw it coming, completely useless. Make sure we have 4 white for the mastery. Always be thinking I need white for the mastery as you're getting up to 6. You always want to hit turn 6 with white, 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 blue, blue. That's a lot of mana. You gonna use it all? Yeah, they're gonna buff. Okay. Guys, we've got to draw a sweeper. I don't know if we're going to. It might be one of those games where they just don't show up. But we're still at 21. Oh, hi. Okay. I mean, that's fine. You love to see it. Just when you count them out, there they are. That's strong. It's pretty strong. There's some blockers. Let's hold up the Saw It Coming. Possibly Deluge as well. I can't believe after all that it's 25 to 25. That's a good target. It's a Guardian Savior, 3/3, brings back 2 creatures. Shut that down. Shut that down. One card in hand means we're very unlikely to ever draw a card off this, but we could use a Fateful Absence. Try to get there. I just don't think it's going to happen. Let's Deluge now. Hit a land drop. This will... I guess we're not at a lower life total. Let's just say go and kill one of these with an Absence. Or if they put a bunch of stuff on the board, we'll just mastery. Take the damage. Take the damage. Nothing, huh? Alright. Well, if they're gonna do nothing, we'll use Fateful Absence on one of their Luminarchs. Get rid of that. They draw. We're at lower life total. No creatures. They have less cards in the hand. You know what that means. You know what that means. Revelry. Full value, baby. They're trying to play around board wipes. You just can't against Revelry. It just... it ruins you for playing around board wipes. Absolutely ruins you. I block. I guess I'd rather Memory Deluge than Mend. So let's use this turn to Memory Deluge. We'll take 2 from these tokens, chump block here. Keep leading them in. Keep leading them in. Good move by the opponent pumping the token since they knew this would be chump blocked. Mordenkainen, another Deluge. Yep, Deluge for Deluge has begun. That's something we want to discard to the Mending, so that's pretty good. Here's an Innkeeper. Here's another Luminarch Aspirant. Is that all 4? It is. It is 4 Aspirates. Face my army. Opponent might be holding some Brutal Cathars for this moment. Nope, Catilda. Catilda. Okay. Can't use the ability, well, can't put counters on everything yet. Where do you want to put that? Ha! Thick Innkeeper, okay. Brutal Cathar, cool. Trigger on the stack. Kill it. Keep my token. Mordenkainen. With a nice little wall of blockers around him.
I'll learn much from your failure here today. Your tiny mind couldn't possibly grasp my research.
Don't see any creature lands from our opponent. We can chill. This is where we really put the incentive on them to attack us. They go for Elite Spellbinder. Let's not. The counters aren't great against them, but they're fine from, of course, a position like this. This is the spot where you just want to get to counter everything for the rest of the game. No attacks. Cool.
The entire multiverse is my library.
Life and blockers. Thank you. And we are just here. We are just here. Exchange your hand with your library. I mean, is that who we're gonna be? No maximum hand size? Sounds fun. As long as we have Devious Cover Up, we won't run out of cards. We can always counter our own spells if need be. -10. What you guys gonna do? Nothing. Nothing. Cool. Let's go. Memories. Blah, 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 moonlight. Blah, 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 something.
Maintaining balance requires insight.
I was beautiful then. All right, let's put that away. Right? Right? We don't need this many Doom Scars now that we have counters, right? All right. Could attack for damage, pointless. Waste of time.
Give me a moment.
All right, counter 2 planeswalkers. Think we can pull this ultimate off. Although my hand is so good, it will make me sad to exchange it. Skyclave Apparition hits to fairy, so let's not. Ooh, both the devious cover-ups? Okay. Welcome to Mega Mode.
This will teach you to challenge a master of magic.
Hell yes, that's a boss voice line, yeah? All right. What? I attack you for 7. This will teach you to challenge a master of magic. They gonna rope me? Are they doing complicated math about the 4 cards in my library? Dude, people get like terrified when you have less than 10 cards in your library. Dude, 4 turns is forever when you're like ahead by 1,000,000 cards. You better be able to win. You better bring home the bacon. I will tap your treasure. Bam. Easy.
I've got some time.
I could foretell some cards. Waste of time, though. Would you like to attack? I'll power up the hall and block. It's not complicated. I can do it. But a lot of people forget I can do it. All right, they pass turn. They're going to try to stay alive. That's cute. Tap, tap, untap.
And some think time only flows in one direction.
Oops. Cancel Z. Let's do this instead. Let's leave this one. Might want to block. Oh, are there 3 cards? Let's go to 1. Easy.
The entire multiverse is my library.
If necessary, I will use Devious Cover-Up on my own Faithful Mending. Or they'll put a spell on the stack, and I will have my way with that. All right, so where is it? Full control is on. Yep. We do a little of this. Not risky at all. It's just if I didn't have full control there, I'd lose the game. No problem. I mean, I like putting on a good show, you know what I mean? Plus, it shows some of you who are worried about what if the opponent doesn't play a spell, you'll deck yourself. I get to show you how it works. I get to show you the truth. Go Teferi, go. Man, we are 1 damage away from killing them this turn with double haul. That would be risky, though.
Give me a moment.
We'll just do this. Woof.
I would run if I were you.
42 doggo token. You're welcome. You want me to sort my hand? The OCD players are, oh my god, CGB, sort your hand. Okay, I got you. Well, make nice little piles. Cool interface. There we go. Hand kind of sorted. Oh, what's this? Join the dance? What if I were to say there's been a devious cover-up? Counter spells. If the world had more counter spells, it would be a better place. Don't at me. The rope. I'm trying to see how long it takes me to get my 7 wins, you guys. Come on now. They got it through their head. This game is over. Even money dance, even money dance, even money dance, 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 dance. 4-0. Let's go. Blue white even money dance is the best. Going first. Mana might be difficult. Okay, ramp again. Seriously, the matchups have been bizarre. Let's get the Saw It Coming set up so we don't need double blue to cast it. Oh, now I really want double blue though. They're gonna sack this, go get a thing, play a thing. Are we gonna want divide by 0? Maybe. Like the Field of Ruin could be really useful. Last time we played blue-green ramp, we almost died because we didn't have Field of Ruin. So this might be go get sciences, use that to get the second. Use the sciences to get the second blue. I do wish I could deluge this turn though. A lot. Do I counter this? It helps him get to Coma. Coma I cannot counter, and I just spent my divide by 0. Think I counter it. Think this is the right play. Good draw. Try to keep it in white mana for mastery. Another Dryad is fine. Please don't test of talents this. Thank you. Cover up, saw it coming. Let's go. Teferi can wait. Teferi can wait. Easy win. That's what I'm talking about. So fast. The deck is so fast. It does not take hours. That's a stigma. That's your imagination. It's not true. It's a lie.